Now, when it comes to creating work you love, people often run into something that I call the money or meaning dilemma. And to explain what that is, what I'd like for you to do is to sit back, close your eyes, and imagining the following situation unfolding in front of you. Fair warning, this involves a genie, a crazy genie at it, that has just materialized in your living room. The genie lunges at you with a crazy look in its eyes. Do I need to repeat myself? I don't like repeating myself. You can only have the work you love or the money you want. Quick, which one will it be? Your pulse starts racing. You don't want to choose. You can't. This is not a fair choice. You'll be miserable either way. You take a look at the genie who seems to enjoy seeing you in pain. If only you hadn't picked up that darn bottle you found on the beach. The same bottle that now lies smashed on your kitchen floor, along with the last remnants of your sanity. You continue glancing at the shards, wondering what you have done to deserve this. Beyond the fear, it's also a bit confusing to you. From the childhood stories you heard, you don't recall genies being quite so sadistic. The genie stares you into the eyes as if it could read your mind. On second thought, that's probably exactly what it has been doing. You can't help but flinch. First of all, I'm a djinn. Secondly, nobody actually cares about your secrets. And thirdly, I don't actually exist. With a puff, the genie disappears in a cloud of smoke. Or mist. You exhale, only noticing now that you'd been holding your breath. Fourthly, the voice comes out of nowhere. You jump, turn in a circle, and ask yourself if you've gone mad. Fourthly, even though I don't exist, you do live your life as if I did. You press the back of your hand to your forehead. Maybe you should check your temperature. Don't bother. The genie still sounds the same, even if it is nowhere to be seen. You're suffering from something the doctors can't help you with. Yes, I'm suffering from an impending psychosis, by the looks of it. You glare at the invisible genie, which means that you glare at nowhere in particular. Oh, no, no, no. The genie's voice feels rushed. Can't you see what's going on? What's going on is that I'm talking to the air. Yes, that too. The genie suddenly sounds patient and gentle, but that's not what I meant. Then what did you mean? You think to yourself that the psychosis is getting worse. You're now officially shouting at air. What's going on is that you're suffering from a severe case of the money-meaning dilemma, which impedes your life fulfillment. The what? The money or meaning dilemma. The genie takes on a professorial tone. This dilemma is actually quite common in your culture, my dear. I am not your dear. The genie continues with its lecture, unperturbed. It is based on the societal belief that we can only have money or meaning in our lives. Oh, okay, what does this have to do with me? Patience, my dear, patience. Now, according to this belief system, people have the choice between two bad options. To either ignore their desire to do the work they really love to do, or to sacrifice their need for financial security. Humph. You make an effort to maintain your grumpy facial expression, but notice that you're paying full attention. In other words, you can either choose the path of money, i.e. external success, or the path of meaning, i.e. internal fulfillment. Humph. Your head decided to nod without your conscious consent. It's also the main reason why someone who is as accomplished, intelligent, and talented as yourself feels like a total failure deep down. And why you feel you're in the wrong place, in the wrong job, in the wrong life. And why you wonder how on earth you got there, and why you ask yourself if you should give up on your big paycheck to pursue what you really want. So what do you propose I do? I mean, obviously money is more important. At first glance, that may indeed be the case. It is! I have bills to pay. The genie pauses. Do you know Viktor Frankl? The guy who wrote Man's Search for Meaning? Holocaust survivor? Yes, and a psychiatrist. He also wrote that there's nothing in the world that would so effectively help one to survive even the worst conditions as the knowledge that there is a meaning in one's life. You can see where this is going and you're not sure if you like it. The genie continues lecturing you. Having survived Auschwitz, Frankl's observations about meaning were not of a theoretical nature. Okay, I agree with that part. What we can take from this is that while money helps fulfill your basic and other needs, meaning gives you a reason to live. Whereas money can give you a sense of success, meaning provides fulfillment. Or, as self-help guru Tony Robbins said, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. Ouch, that hurt. And not just because an invisible genie just quoted Tony Robbins. You sigh. So, wise one, what should I choose? Glad you asked. The genie's voice sounds all perky. The great news is that you don't have to. There's a surefire way out of this dilemma. You press your lips together. You're starting to sound like an advertisement. The genie ignores you. You can have a life of true success. You can have external success and internal fulfillment. Okay, now, you're actually sounding more like a deranged cheerleader. Mock me all you want, little changemaker, but it's true. The genie pauses for a moment. However, having this requires making a big shift. A shift that starts internally. Now, you humans often treat meaning or purpose as something that comes from what you do professionally in the world. And that's why many people believe that they need to make external changes in order to feel more purpose in their lives. Do you follow? Yes, I'm not totally stupid. You can't help but sound defiant and a bit defensive. This is hitting close to home. The genie ignores your hostility and continues calmly. However, it's an incomplete perspective to equate your purpose with your profession and your external output. If you want to unlock the real power of meaning, you need to broaden your understanding of what it is. Okay, so how do I broaden my understanding, or whatever it is you think I need to do? Patience, little changemaker, patience. Now, according to Frankl, two of the main sources for finding meaning in life are work and love. I define them as follows. Work describes the contribution we make through our doing in the world. Love describes the sense of connection we feel through our being in the world. Yes, you perk up a little. That actually sounded quite good. What you need to know, a little changemaker, is that these two are not separate from each other. As the poet Khalil Gibran so beautifully put it, work is love made visible. Not my work, you can't help but protest. Yes, that's part of the problem. So what I'm trying to say is that what we would typically call our purpose is ultimately an outside expression of love. Once you bring love to your exploration of what you want to do in the world, everything changes. The genie increases its volume. What you need to know is that purpose, being intrinsically related to love, is something that starts on the inside. While purpose is often expressed externally, it is not dependent on outside conditions. You can begin to create a sense of purpose in any environment. And how do I do that? That, my dear, will be your journey to travel. My work here is done. Farewell, little changemaker. You hear a big swoosh. Then little hearts start filling your room. You groan. Really? You're just gonna leave me here like that, with glowing hearts floating all around me? Silence. The hearts disappear. Do you expect me to clean all this up by myself? You look around the room. The broken bottle on the kitchen floor has disappeared as well. As you ponder your conversation with the genie, your face lights up. With determination, you walk towards the door. You don't know if you can make good money when you love what you do, but it's sure worth exploring. This is your story, and it's to be continued. Did you enjoy this video? If so, let's stay in contact. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.